Chill live on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I hope you all doing well today. As the title of the video says, is something I discovered, and one way I wanted to prove that there is true 4x4s in this game, and how you can actually test to verify that they're 4x4s. So in this garage, you can see that, this is the garage I'm building. That's going to be my Ford garage. I have a couple Fords in any other places, but as you can see, that this is all Fords. Mustangs. You got the little Ford. I guess it's like a Ranger or something. Don't really know what it is, but it's a Ford Baja truck, Vamped. You got my Raptor, Bronco, F450, F650. So I'm going to show you how I can test to see if your vehicle is a true all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle. And you can also tell if it's all-time or limited slip, or what kind of a differential it may have. So I know that these two here, the Vamped Baja and the Vamped Carrera 4x4, are true 4x4s, and I will show you how for sure. So the Vamped is a Baja truck, claimed to be four-wheel drive, and unfortunately you can't really see that if it has another axle or not, but I will show you how you can test it. You may be curious if all the trucks you have that you thought were 4x4, and might be surprised that they're actually not. Now you could just test it by driving up hills, but you never know if all four wheels are moving, or if it's just the fact that the momentum. So what you do is you want to back your vehicle up against a wall, like so, and then you just want to reverse. You see that your back tires are straight up, they're straight. Very limited hesitation. And then you see the front wheels are moving backwards. So maybe they don't have the best grip. So on this side is also, you see that the back tires are completely fully rolling. The front wheels are moving. So maybe not the best four-wheel drive, but it's definitely a four-wheel drive vehicle. You can also do that going forward. So you can see the front and the back. Because let's face it, when you're off-roading, you're not really backing up. But when you're going forward, all four tires are spinning. You know it's a true 4x4. And not a bad shocking too. You can, kind of cool. So the Vamped is truly a 4x4. Next vehicle I'm going to try is a Carrera 4x4, aka Ford Raptor, aka F150. It's modeled after a Ford Raptor. One of the reasons I like it. Now I do have two of these personally myself. This one here I did kind of a show truck, but still has the off-road package. The red front, yellow back. You can see that I have the red headlights with the yellow side and back neons. Just thought it was kind of cool. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the Baja. I'm going to get up close to the wall like so. And I'm going to hit it. So you can see this is not only a 4x4, but another fast 4x4. To verify, just to make sure it's not a fluke, back up against the wall, make sure the wheels are straight, and then hit it again. You can see that the front still has the issues with the four-wheel drive, but it's actually kind of like a real four-wheel drive vehicle. They don't really like backing up. But going forward, yeah, they're perfectly fine. So I'm going to go to a vehicle that is supposedly off-road capable. But I have not tested it yet. So I'd like to welcome you to the Vampit Guardian Industrial, aka F650. Basically, it's a semi-front with a pickup back. You may ask me why I have neon on this one, but I just have the neon on the sides, kind of like it would with having running lights. I don't believe this one's actually a true 4x4. Yeah, maybe nice off-road, maybe kind of a kick in the pants, but may not be a true 4x4. So here we go. As you can tell, it is not a true 4x4. Oh, never mind. It's actually not kicking in like it should. So in other words, it's a 4x4 still, but it's an automatic 4x4. Back wheels start slipping, front wheels kick in. Just to make sure it's not a fluke. Back up. Oops, no, back up, you idiot. Okay. Back wheels start spinning. So it may have four-wheel drive going forward, but it does not have four-wheel drive going backwards. So that's interesting. This is not an all-time four-wheel drive like the other trucks. But as we demonstrated before, if you get caught in a bind of the going forward, alright, it's proving me wrong. Okay, so maybe this one's not meant to be 4x4. Oh, see? So it's an automatic, not full-time four-wheel drive. I'll do it again backwards. So it apparently will go into four-wheel drive if it gets stuck going forward, but will not if it gets stuck going back. So it is an off-roader, but it's not all-time four-wheel drive, like the trophy truck and the Carcara 4x4. So the Vampit Guardian, part-time four-wheel drive, and or only when needed four-wheel drive. Next one I'm going to test is the Vampit Sand King, or F350, 450, depending on how you want to look at it. Now this one is another one. It has the front yoke, which means it should have a drivetrain, should have something going to it, and of course it has the back yoke. For those of you who don't know what a yoke is, it's the big round thing in the center of the axle. That's where the drive line would have actually come off the transaxle. Okay, ready? So the Vapid Sand King XL, not a true four-wheel drive. Kind of disappointing because it actually has the axle, the yoke up front, but it may not just be all for looks. Not four-wheel drive going backwards, but let's see if it's four-wheel drive going forwards. Okay, so forwards. Nope. Same thing. Oh, no, see, now it's kicking in. So it may not be a full-time four-wheel drive like the Vapid, like the trophy truck or Carcara, but it is four-wheel drive. But as you can tell, it takes a while for the back. See, now it's cooperating. So going forward, you have four-wheel drive. Going backwards, you do not. Alright. Stay tuned later when we do some testing of the off-road vehicles. That's not the one I wanted. Some testing of the off-road vehicles to verify if they are to verify what they can actually handle as off-roaders. Next one I'm going to test is the Ford Bronco right here. Obviously they're not going to call it a Bronco, but it's a Vapid Rita off-road. See, this one's even labeled off-road, so let's see how true it is being off-road. So if I was to label my off-road vehicles or have a garage specific for my off-road vehicles, so far 3 of these trucks would be in my garage. This one, let's see here. So fully Ford. Automatically both these tires are kicked in. Both these are kicked in. So this is a true all-time four-wheel drive. No wheel slip, pretty strong. Reverse. It's actually really good reverse. So this is a true off-road vehicle. No front wheel slip going backwards. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. This side is actually pretty strong. This is a limited slip differential actually. This is a... Oh, I forget what kind of axle this is called. I really can't figure out the name, but you see how this tire is spinning freely. This one's having issues, but still spinning. Might be limited slip, but I don't think that's a proper term for it. Now, before you try to blame me of, oh, all cars have that, either forward or backwards, depending on, well, I'm gonna hop in my Mustang here. The Vapid Dominator Muscle, who is not, in real life, an off-road vehicle at all, or all-wheel drive vehicle. Okay, go test. No wheel spinning, rear wheel drive. This is also a way to test if your vehicle's front wheel or rear wheel drive. Well, okay. You could say that you could test this as your front wheel or rear wheel drive as well. And you could definitely do that. But if you hold these wheels on an all-wheel drive vehicle, it won't necessarily spin them all. Kind of a funky reverse. This one is definitely not all-wheel drive. Or four-wheel drive. So that is certainly how you can check if your vehicle's off-road, truly a four-wheel drive vehicle. And obviously the GTX will not be off-road. However, I'm going to go to my other, I think I have another garage that I had a couple vehicles if I was wondering about. So far, if I made an off-road garage, the trophy truck, the Carcaro 4x4, the Bronco, and the Sand King would probably be in that garage. However, this would not. Yes, it can handle off-road, but it is not a true all-time four-wheel drive, even though it makes it look like it is. Am I disappointed? No, because I still like the truck. It's still going to be my Ford garage, but it is not a true off-road vehicle. Here's another vehicle I'm going to test. This car I know is not a four-wheel drive, but I turned it into a fancy off-roader. This one here, the Canis Mesa Off-Road. Now this one is the security version, and the Merryweather security version topless. You can get these by pretty much having Merryweather called on you, and then you just gotta kill Merryweather and take their Jeep. They either have this topless version or they have the one with the cab. The not topless version. So if you look at it, it does have the yoke, the bubble on the front. Oh, and you can actually see, well, I mean this struts, but you can't necessarily see an axle. And here we go. Well, it is not an all-time four-wheel drive. We'll give it a minute. So the Mesa, not all-time four-wheel drive. Still cool rig, still pretty fun, still could be in a Jeep garage, but not a true off-road vehicle. I'll double check with the reverse. Yep. Not a true off-road vehicle. So that little hump up front is all for show. You'd think Merryweather having, well, being Merryweather, that they'd have a true off-road vehicle, but this one does not qualify for a true off-road vehicle. Kind of disappointing too, actually, if you ask me. Kind of hoping it was. Because in real life, these Jeep Wranglers are pretty awesome off-road, really good for rock crawling. But if this one doesn't have all-wheel drive, even though it does have the suspension and the looks of it rock crawling, it won't actually rock crawl. Now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to check the stretch. Mammoth Patriot stretch. I doubt it's going to be four-wheel drive at all. But then again, we could be surprised. Just want you to know that, remember, the stretch may or may not be an off-road, but it doesn't necessarily mean the regular Mammoth is. Alright. Mammoth Patriot Stretch, off-road vehicle. Or the real-life version is the Hummer H2, or the Humvee. Not the H2, that's a smaller pickup one. You can see that it is a true off-road vehicle. All four wheels spinning, automatic, all-wheel drive, all-time four-wheel drive. Congratulations, Humvee, aka Mammoth Patriot Stretch. You are an off-road vehicle.